Alright guys, welcome to this video. In this one we're going to be doing CompTIA Network Plus N10-008 practice questions part 2. So we already did a part 1 of this. If you missed it, you can go back and watch that one, that's fine, or you can continue with this one with us. So we're just going to run through some questions and you get some extra practice after. So how does that sound? Before you guys watch the video, just know that some of these questions might be a little harder than you may have thought if you haven't been studying. But if you have been studying, you should do fairly well with these questions. I also have some big news as well. I passed Security Plus this week, which is pretty cool, and got my first job in IT, which is also really cool. So I will be coming out with new videos for resume builders as well as more Sec Plus videos. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So question 1. Which device operates at layer 3 of the OSI model and is responsible for forwarding packets between networks? So if we think about the OSI model, we know that layer 3 of the OSI model is the network layer. So the only device here that can transfer or forward packets between networks is a router. Question 2. A network administrator is troubleshooting a connectivity issue and suspects that a cable may be faulty. Which tool should the administrator use to test the cable? We have a cable tester, an OTDR, a toner probe, or cable crimpers. So this is a very easy one. It's very self-explanatory. It's going to be a cable tester. Question 3. A company wants to ensure secure remote access to their network. Which protocol would they implement to create a secure tunnel for remote users? So we have IPsec, EAP TTLS, Radius, or MS-CHAP. So we know a protocol that someone would use or a company would use should they implement to create a secure tunnel for remote users is going to be IPsec. Very simple. And I left a little typo in there, but that's alright. What is the maximum data rate supported by a Cat6 Ethernet cable? So we have 10 gigabits per second, 20 gigabits per second, 25 gigabits per second, or 40 gigabits per second. Now, this is one of those questions that you kind of just have to know, or you kind of just have to have knowledge on the subject matter, but you will learn it when you are studying more in your Sec Plus studies, your Network Plus studies. Obviously I can't, explain everything for you guys. You're going to have to do some of that on your own, but I am going to give you guys the answers here, and the answer for this one is going to be 10 gigabits per second, which is a Cat6 Ethernet cable. That is standard for it. So question 5. Which routing protocol uses metrics such as bandwidth, delay, reliability, and load to determine the best path for routing traffic? So we have OSPF, CRC, SIP, or CSMA-CD. Now, the protocol in use here, if we're trying to send packets or a load to determine the best path for routing, the best one in this scenario is going to be OSPF, or Open Shortest Path First, to find the shortest amount of hops in order to get from network to network. Question 6. What stipulates the performance you can expect or demand by outlining the expectations a vendor has agreed to meet? So we have GLBA, NDA, SLA, or MOU. So the best answer for this one is going to be SLA, or service level agreement. Now, question 7. Which TCP IP protocol is responsible for resolving IP addresses to MAC addresses? So we have VLAN trunking, DNS, DHCP, or ARP. Now, the protocol that's responsible for resolving IP addresses to MAC addresses is fairly simple if you've been studying. It's going to be ARP. And question 8. A network administrator wants to implement a wireless security protocol that provides the highest level of security. Which protocol should they choose? So we have WEP, WPA Enterprise, WPA2, and WPA3. Now, the wireless security protocol that provides the highest level of security, we know that WEP has the lowest, And WPA2 is slowly depreciating, so our answer here is going to be WPA3. Question 9, this is going to be a tough one. You're probably going to have to pause the video if you do know subnetting. If you don't know subnetting, I'm probably going to make a video on it soon, just so everybody can get familiar with it, because I know a lot of people have trouble with it. But nonetheless, back to the question. Which subnet mask would be appropriate for a network with 60 hosts? So we have 255.255.255.161. I'm just going to shorten these just so you can get through it quicker, but 255.195, 255.192, or 255.185. So the answer for this one is going to be .192, the correct answer for 60 hosts. Like I said, I will explain in another video just exactly how to do subnetting, but I don't have time to do it in this video, so we're just going to continue. And last but not least, question 10. A company has implemented a fault-tolerant network design that includes redundant switches and links. Which network topology is being used? So we have star topology, mesh topology, bus topology, or ring topology. Now also, if you've been studying, this is one of the first things that you'll learn in the objectives for Network Plus, but the most redundant network topology is going to be a mesh topology. Alright, and that is it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed the video or got any value out of it, please remember to like and subscribe the video. It helps out greatly. And I will see you guys in the next one. Great job today.